Pretty good, huh? Hey y'all, it's the Southeast Texas Gardener. Doing a little update at the Port Neches spot. Everything's doing fine. I sprayed a foliar spray on everything yesterday. You get it at Tractor Supply. It's called Veggie Maker. It's got kelp and calcium and other things that's supposed to prevent blossom end rot, things like that. Let's see what happens. Tomatoes looking fine and dandy. Lantana looking pretty. These things will attract lots of butterflies. Like I said before, these are the ones I pulled out of this area in Port Arthur where I do my walking when I'm off the tugboat for a little bit. Let's see if I can. Where are we at here? There we go. Y'all see that? A few little maters. Had 5 missing tomatoes today. I know where they're from. You should know what they're from too. Squirrels, I suspect. They're the only things with little hands that'll grab tomato and snap them. It's like someone came with a pair of scissors and just cut the stems. What do? Shake your head and walk away? Or try other measures to keep them away? My green beans are turning a little off color here. Brownish. I don't know what's going on with them. Everything else is really healthy and pretty. Got blooms coming down. They're starting to bloom out and look really good. Someone is grilling something over there. I can smell it. It smells awesome. These are the heirloom tomatoes. Mariana's Peace. Got a little set of blooms there. Oh, looky here, looky here. Oh, they are a little bit redder from before. Let's see. These strawberries are shooting out these runners here. And wherever they end up, they're going to see right there. It's done rooted another plant there. This is a plant that's being rooted. What you do is you cut it off from the mother plant and you get a whole new plant. Now, of course, little berries. Of course, if you don't want them, I see this little shoot here trying to run. You just snip that off. All these other ones look even way over here from the mama. Got some. That right there is going to eventually root. You'll get a whole new plant. And my goal is to have this bed full of strawberries. So what I should do is go fetch my little scissor thingies and cut this from the mama plant. Maybe I might wait a little bit longer. Let them get a little bit more established. This little guy. Nothing like the smell of a strong tomato plant. I love it. What we got here? Oh, hey little fellas. What are y'all doing? Trying to hide. Look at this little guy. Oh. Y'all probably can't hear that, but the Port Neches River Fest is going on down the road there, and them boats are ripping. Now, this tomato was a volunteer as well. It came from right there. That's where my compost pile used to be. Put a new fence, moved the whole thing here, which I tell you was no easy task. Wowee, look what I just discovered. Yowzers. Some more. And some more plants from the mama. See, if you were a bird flying by and this caught your eye, you'd be all over that, wouldn't you? Can't blame the birds, right? Yeah. Yeah, here we go with this junk again. These, I believe, are going to come out. I'm going to rip these out, put sweet potatoes after I turn the dirt and get some good manure in. My theory is, well, really not a theory, what I think is going on, I'd use a bag of store-bought and just put it on top to raise the level of the dirt, which was actually all compost from the old pile. And I think that the roots are not penetrating to the good stuff below the new stuff. Because if you look just right here, see how big and beautiful these two potatoes are that I've put in the ground? They're down there in the good stuff. Good stuff, bad stuff. Dark green, chartreuse. Now these, I'm hoping are going to be in the good stuff, because I pulled out the old stuff, the old plants, cantaloupe and watermelon, jubilees, turned it really well, added some more manure from an actual equestrian park up at the lake, so I know it's real good stuff, it's not some bag stuff. Turned it all in really well and replanted. Now, I'm thinking all the good stuff is incorporated, because as I was turning, man, you should have seen the night crawlers in this thing way down in the good stuff. So, I'm hoping that these are going to be as big and pretty as those, even though that's not actually potatoes right here. Anyway, you get the idea. Oh, I got a little bloom from this bed. This bed, I don't know, these will do better next year, because you see it was all the way to the top and it dropped about 4 or 5 inches because, you know, it was all leaves at the bottom, just some dirt on top. Once it settles and I turn it in the fall, all them leaves that are buried under there actually become compost and good stuff to plant in. So next year I think that bed will be really, really good. Yeah, here's a good little overlook of everything. Just a few little plots. I started out with, I think, 4 or 5. Let's see, yeah. And then I ended up with that little pot over there, and then them 2 tires, and this guy with all these Tropicanas, and this guy with all these strawberries, and then 2 more beds here, and then these 2. And that was going to be a chicken coop that it was an old swing set that I was going to turn into a chicken coop, but the way I work on tugboats, I'm not here all the time, I'm not too sure about chickens. It's a mess. You have to dedicate a lot of time to birds. And if one of the hens was to get sick, for whatever reason, quit laying, I wouldn't feel right just going out there and lopping its head off and throwing it in the roaster. So, this pitiful looking garlic. I put this new bed, I don't know if you remember the old bed, put some 2x12s, got rid of that rotten pallet wood. So anyway, this is pretty much it. Southeast Texas Gardener. And I will see y'all next time. Yes, sir.